the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And for Los Angeles, they've really got it going, working on a 5-game winning streak. They'll try to push it to 6 straight with a victory tonight. Tonight, we get to watch DeMar DeRozan, one of the more prolific scorers in the game. And Shaq, he's doing it without being a major three-point threat.
MRA is always interesting when a guy's getting it done in different ways. MRA stands for mid-range assassin, in case you didn't know. Okay. And excellent on that shot.
Well, he draws the defenders off the double team. His dribble penetration is great.
What? Hey, come on. You're doing so many D's and B's there, man. I can't understand.
Well, I just
So what's he doing?
He's drawing double teams.
Uh-huh.
And
how's
when he
his
does
dribble
that,
penetration for DeMar DeRozan?
you almost
I almost bobbled
lost
that
it
one,
too.
too.
Yeah,
I almost bobbled the dribble.
The dribble penetration by DeMar DeRozan. That's pretty impressive. That's why I was trying to get it all out.
Yeah. You know a guy who never has any trouble getting any of those words out?
Who are you talking about?
Kevin Harlan.
Kevin Harlan.
Y'all got me again.
Yeah,
I forgot who
you're forgetting about Kevin Harlan. Yeah.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Indiana Pacers.
And the big problem, they got trigger happy. Shot a very low percentage from beyond the arc.
Well, the obvious solve is to go to the basket. I mean, there were some open lanes. They were just unwilling to take advantage of them.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, we've heard the term unicorn given to rare players with great height and perimeter skills like Kristaps Porzingis, Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, and the Greek Freak. But with ever more big men adapting to today's perimeter-oriented game, unicorns might not be so rare after all. Kevin, we need a new name.
Amazing to think. D.A., thanks. Chris, you played for 5 different teams, a couple of them multiple times. How long do you think it takes to feel comfortable in a new situation for a player?
I tell you, Kevin, that's such a hard tightrope to play. I remember going to different teams, and you have to understand the culture of the team. You have to understand who their best players are already. You have to understand the style of play, and building trust takes time from both sides. So usually you'll come into a situation and you want to make sure that you show them that you're a great teammate. And so usually in that area, teammates are saying, wait a minute, we brought you over here. We want you to be that guy that we traded for, the guy we just signed or recruited. We were a fan of you. Do the things that you do great. We'll catch up with you. So a lot of it starts with mutual respect, and that means mutual deferment. And then after a while, you're both deferring. You're like, wait, we got to win some games. Okay, you be you, I'll be us, and we'll all do it together. And kind of once you get over that kind of fine dance in the beginning, that icebreaker, usually that's when things start rolling.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Lakers right now, inside we've got Kuzma and McGee. Hart is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's LeBron in at the small forward. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. They get it back, and Gasol slams it in.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards, just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Now here's James. He had 40 points in the win against Denver. LeBron James on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Rebound, San Antonio. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see how they respond. I mean, they lost the physical battle badly in that game. I'm sure that's still in their minds.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Passes to Kuzma. Here's Hart. The shot will not fall. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. And the pass to DeRozan. Fires from 14. Almost, but it rolls out.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's LeBron. From the top of the key, he buries it. James has got 5.
James strokes it well from there. I mean, his shot is cash right there. You got to respect it.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Gasol kicks to Mills. To the inside, DeRozan, and the layup's good off the glass. DeRozan's got his first points in this one.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Here's Hart. 11 points for him in that last game against Denver. Shoots over DeRozan, and there's another one for the Lakers. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter, and it's Mills with the ball for the Spurs. They trail by 3. Inside. The drive by Gay, and the jam by Rudy Gay.
And when Gay is sprinting to the hoop, you have a feeling he's going to do something special. His dunks are just unreal.
The Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. James finds McGee, and Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gasol with the steal.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
Mills can't hit. And it's the Lakers' ball, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And after that game, it was impressive to look at the box score and see the work they did at the free throw line.
2 things in play there, Greg. I mean, they had a huge advantage in free throw attempts, and as a unit, they shot the lights out at the line.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they're moving.
Now here is Aldridge. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays as this is a team that is looking to win now.
That one drops. He ties it up. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
LeBron kicks to Kuzma. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
He hits the second from the line. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
No good on the three. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. And DeRozan kicks to Mills. Pass to Gasol. 5 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. Shot's good by Mills.
And what about the way Gasol sees the floor? So gifted at whipping the ball all over to the open man.
From deep, LeBron. A rebound by Gasol. Gay scanning the floor. Kicks it to DeRozan. Gay passes to Gasol. Outside DeRozan. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And here's Mills for 3. Not going to go that time. Los Angeles is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. To the inside. Mills with the steal. Here's DeRozan. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
LeBron against Aldridge. Shot from 12. A nice shot by LeBron. James has got 7.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Gay against LeBron. Gay kicks to Aldridge. Now here's Mills. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana. DeRozan, that's good.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Here's James. McGee in the high post. Here's Hart. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The scoring skills of Gay aren't just limited to the mid-range and his perimeter. This is a guy who can get it done from the inside as well, thanks to his fantastic length.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game, and when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Now, here's Walker. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana. Just 5 on the clock. Pirtle dishes to Bellinelli. Here's Forbes. Misses the 3.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
Yeah, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
It's tipped. Pass to Bellinelli. Ingram passes to Beasley. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Lakers.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim, those tend to be far more efficient.
Free throw drops in for Beasley. The Lakers with LeBron wasted no time trying to surround him with free agent signings, Greg, to help round out the supporting cast.
Names came in rapid succession after LeBron committed. Caldwell Pope, Rondo, Stevenson all joined in short order. We'll see how far this team goes, but you cannot deny how interesting things have gotten with this roster.
We talk about players working hard, but also being smart. I'm sure there are some training methods, C-Web, that you think translate well to success on the court.
Good nutrition has become more and more popular. That, along with rest and then cardio, you must be in shape because the game and the pace of the game is so much faster. So, yes, you have to be smart in your training methods, especially for your recuperation, especially for your rehabilitation. If there's any injuries, you want to try to stay fresh while you're giving your all. And that's tough, especially back-to-back in an 82-game season. That can be tough, but it's something that you must focus on, and that's your health.
I can only imagine.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Bellinelli. Well, with Kawhi Leonard gone, a new era for the Spurs. Even with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, San Antonio looks to be entering their most significant rebuild in decades.
Yeah, but at least they were able to get a star in DeRozan. Now, I would call it more of a reload than a rebuild for the Spurs. Still a lot of talent to work with on that roster.
And Marco Bellinelli, a player who has always been able to light it up from outside.
And Belly has been on so many teams in his career, but is always a wanted commodity due to his shooting. Very quick and easy way to add outside shooting to a team. He can honestly play a long time just on how badly teams need shooting in our league.
Everything looked good until the finish, and it all goes wrong.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Rondo. High arcing shot.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Here's Rondo. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
Bellinelli with the three. Hits it from three-point range. Bellinelli's got 5 now.
The outside shooting of Bellinelli really opens up the floor for everyone else. His stroke from outside is just straight cash.
Rondo passes to Ingram. From deep. Dives for it. The rebound by the Spurs. Walker looking for an opening. He kicks it to Forbes. The dish to Bellinelli. Passes it to Forbes. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Bellinelli. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Lakers trail by 11. And there's a minute 45 left here in the opening quarter. Down low, they need this. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And Ingram, he's still getting his weight up. Looking pretty strong that time.
C-Web, usually rookies take more threes as they grow in the NBA. That has not been the case for Brandon Ingram.
Well, Ingram went the opposite way, taking less threes. If you think about it, he focused more on slashing and mid-range shots, and I think it's worked for him. He settled less, and he took a big step forward in his offensive development because of it.
The former Blue Devil, Brandon Ingram, was taken 2nd overall back in 2016, was deemed as untouchable by his front office as they rebuilt the roster. He's a big part of what the Lakers want to do over the next few years.
Now, here's Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On the wing, Bellinelli. He's covered by Ingram. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. And it was Magic Johnson, Greg, who said Ingram is untouchable. Also feels Ingram can be an elite scorer.
Yeah, I mean, Ingram certainly has the makeup and skills to be a first option on offense. And when he heard of how highly Magic thought of him, it made Ingram want to work even harder. You can certainly see the huge leaps he's made as a scorer since Magic kind of gave him that vote of confidence.
Here is Forbes. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Forbes the pass to Bertens. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Rondo kicks to Beasley. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Spurs leading by 6. Walker with it. The pass to Bellinelli. Dishes to Pirtle. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Ingram. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, that's how you attack, young fella. Love the aggressiveness from Ingram.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And that one falls for Ingram.
Yeah, and the second pick in the 2016 draft out of Duke, bro. Brandon Ingram possessing a rare combination of length and shooting ability.
We've got more in store for you right after this. DeMar DeRozan last season opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it. Not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you what, when you allow them to speed up the tempo, there's a good chance you're going to fall behind.
They've got Pirtle, and it's Bertens in at the 4-man position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Rondo kicks to Stevenson. Here's Ingram. Doesn't go that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Back to Bellinelli. Rebound the Lakers.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
They get the rebound. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Ingram.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here is Forbes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Ingram with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful now.
A different look now for San Antonio. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. DeRozan comes in for Walker. And it's Mills in for Bryn Forbes. And then for the Lakers, JaVale McGee's checked in for Zubac. LeBron comes in for Michael Beasley. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here's LeBron. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. Pau Gasol's checked in for San Antonio. Gay comes in for Marco Bellinelli.
Pau Gasol.
San Antonio leading. And Mills kicks to Gay. Gasol looking around. He dishes it to Aldridge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, you talk about the mystique and allure of Los Angeles. The Lakers are undoubtedly the #1 show in L.A. Truly one of the great franchises in the NBA.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Aldridge. And with the legacy and the history of the Los Angeles Lakers comes the pressure to win.
Well, for the organization, they have to be the best. I mean, they have no qualms about going out and going to get a big-time free agent. The players up to the front office, everyone in L.A. feels the pressure to win.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. 4-point game. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Mills kicks to Gay. Pass to Gasol. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And taking a look now at the stats for James. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 9 assists and 8 rebounds. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
And he comes up with the deuce.
He has the size to be a factor inside. Ball doesn't shy away from testing his luck from there.
The Spurs shooting for the game at 42%. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Here's DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. DeRozan's got 9 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
To the middle, Gasol with the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. Gay with the ball, and they pick up 2. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
And the wily athleticism of Gay helps him in these situations. Just so clever at finding ways to bury shots against defenders.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, look at that awareness of ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
And Mills kicks to DeRozan. Over Stevenson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Lakers trail by 4. San Antonio with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Mills finds Aldridge. Takes a 3. Gay misses. For Los Angeles, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
You rarely see a player enter the NBA as polished as Kyle Kuzma did. I mean, he goes beyond the numbers. He simply looked like a 5-year vet from the get-go. He has the makings to be a pretty good player with the start he had.
One shot.
And Chris, for Kuzma, he has said he is striving to be one of the greats.
Well, Kuzma is a very versatile scorer and plays like a star already. Now, look, he's great with his jump hook or in any ISO situation. He's already exceeded the expectations, but hopes to do even more in the near future. But I would caution you, your sophomore year, everyone has scouted you and they know your game. Just be ready.
LeBron passes to Kuzma. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Free throw good, Kuzma. Chris, when you played against a team that you had played on before, did you feel any extra motivation to do well against them?
Always. They always got the business. Whether it was I left Golden State and went to Washington, had to give them a triple-double and 40 there. Whether it was after I left Washington, had to come back and give them a triple-double and beat them bad and hug the crowd after. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of motivation. You definitely want to make sure you give your ex-team the business and make them regret, at least for, the 24 hours until the next game, that they let you go.
I love that thought process. That's fun. DeRozan's shot is off.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space.
Offensive rebound.
And even if you wanted to box out LeBron, the man is too athletic, too strong. He finds ways to get to the ball.
And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 1. Aldridge kicks to Gasol. Pass to Mills, to the paint. And then Gay with the dunk.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
Here's James. Gay with the block.
And Gay has put a ton of work into his defense over the years. Specifically, it's how he times blocking those shots.
Mills. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
So a moment now to see the story on LaMarcus Aldridge. Coming off a terrific season, 9th in scoring, 17th in rebounding, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. The first free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Both free throws good for Aldridge. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 3-point game. Now here's Ball, covered by Mills. Ball kicks to Kuzma. Aldridge with some nice D.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
And that one's good by Gay.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Passes the ball. Here's the three. Kuzma. Great positioning on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Spurs leading by 3. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mills looking it over. Outside Gasol. Back to Mills. 6 on the shot clock.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Hart, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Stolen by McGee. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And that one is good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Hart kicks the ball. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gasol. Davis Bertans comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Walker's subbed in for Patty Mills. On the free throw, no good. Well, there's a ton to talk about Lonzo Ball, but if you focus just on what he brings to an offense, there's a lot to like.
Yeah, I mean, he just sees so much on the floor. I mean, he sees all the cuts and angles, both offensively and defensively. And we know his shot will be a work in progress, but it shows some improvement in consistency the second half of last year. And for all the circus that can surround Ball off the court, you forget that he is already an elite playmaker in the NBA.
And the Lakers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
It's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And Beasley, here we go. Walker with the rebound. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 12-4 run. Outside DeRozan. And it's Poeltl at the elbow. And the dunk by Poeltl.
And look at Poeltl effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, and this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. Walker the pass to Poeltl. The Spurs have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Loose shot.
And he can't get the first one.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Gay. And it's Bryn Forbes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Ingram's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Lakers trail by 7. Now Rondo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Beasley outside. Stolen by Walker. There's 1:47 left now here in the second. Walker against Caldwell Pope. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Well, the scrawny strength, the skinny strength of Caldwell Pope catches defenders by surprise. So good at getting fouled and still finding a way to bury the shot.
And Caldwell Pope, the Georgia product, when he's on the floor, it's for his defense. Can give you a handful of points, but what he takes away with defense is far more significant. One of the better perimeter defenders since entering the league.
Free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And with Caldwell Pope in his defense, he can guard any type of perimeter player.
Yeah, I mean, he has the long arms to bother small forwards and fast feet to stay with point guards. Really gives a lineup a lot of options in terms of matchups when he's on the floor. Great instincts on defense, and is very hard to shake as he'll hound you through screen.
Impressive agility of Kuzma. Moves so well towards the rim. Got to seal him off if you're the D.
The Lakers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Free throw good, Kuzma. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
There's the pass to Forbes. Kicks it to Pirtle. Clock at 6. Forbes dishes to Bellinelli. But they get it back. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got his first basket.
Look, he doesn't waste time. Once he gets the rebound, he does what he should. Goes right back up with it.
Rondo passes to Ingram. Beasley dishes to Rondo. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Rondo's got his first points of the night. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. He kicks to Bellinelli. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Bellinelli's got 11 points.
He's doing some good work from long range. I mean, he had 2 threes in the first quarter, and now he's got 1 in the second.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 11.
Even under pressure, Kuzma keeps his concentration, refusing to let the defense alter his shot in the paint.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for San Antonio. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Pop, what did you think of the pace of your team in the first half?
Well, we've upped the pace. It's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be, so something's got to give somewhere.
Pop, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He ended up with 19 points and 2 assists. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Lakers trail by 4. So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. All out there with Hart, and it's McGee in at the 5 down low. James, that's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And defensively, I know we say it every game, you have to try to make someone other than LeBron beat you. Easier said than done.
Gay finds DeRozan. Tries a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James looking around. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
LeBron with the bucket.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. Feeds to DeRozan. Gay against LeBron. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
And DeRozan kicks to Gasol. Now here's Mills. Guarded closely. Outside DeRozan. Just 2 to shoot. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
Gay passes to DeRozan. Back to Gay. And James pulls it down. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop when you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
Outside Gasol to the wing right side. Mills, that's a 2-pointer. Off the left rim and out.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
LeBron kicks to McGee. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
If the screen's better, that attempt's a lot easier, but he nails it even with the D still up on him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
The free throw off from McGee.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a 2-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's foul number 2 for him. And Stevenson's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Here's LeBron. 16 points for him. Good work there as it goes. And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level. And while we have a moment, let's check the stats for DeRozan. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 23 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Here's Hart. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 5. And Mills kicks to Gay. Inside. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And that was an Unleashed Chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Los Angeles, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from McGee. Here's Mills. Gay outside. Pass to Gasol. The dish now to Aldridge. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's foul number 2 for him. Aldridge with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's DeRozan. Up again.
I love the defensive tenacity. James showing real hustle and energy on this end of the floor.
And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Ball kicks to Stevenson. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And James throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Aldridge finds Gasol. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. Outside Aldridge. 5 on the clock. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Rudy Gay.
Marco Bellinelli.
So it's San Antonio now. They trail by 7. Here's Bellinelli. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. San Antonio making a switch here. Berton is checked in. Here's DeRozan. He's got 25. LeBron up top. Over Aldridge. James, no good. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 7-point differential.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Spurs shooting in this game, 45%. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Ball. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's the toughness from Ball, accepting the punishment and powering through it like a champ. And it wasn't the quickest start for Lonzo Ball in his rookie year. You know, he had a lot of hype to live up to, but he showed he can be a player to build around. He plays as the high-octane engine for his team.
Pirtle, he's checked in for San Antonio. Walker comes in for Patty Mills. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
One shot.
And that one misses. And over the summer, Ball stated that he wanted to add more strength to his game.
Yeah, and Ball said he saw the jump Ingram had between his rookie and sophomore year and was encouraged by that. He wanted to match that type of level of improvement, and I guess that means match that type of level of work off the floor. There's a lot to like about Lonzo's future in the league.
Walker against Ball. Stolen by Ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for James.
And really what jumps out to me about this shot chart is just how aggressive he's been when on the floor. I mean, he's doing everything he can to get as close to the hoop as possible before putting up that shot, and it's worked out in a big way for him and his team.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're a James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But, yeah, it's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but just sometimes slip in the tendencies. And I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. Here's Rondo. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Spurs trail by 13. Bellinelli with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Pass break, the Lakers. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Yeah, and Rondo is a rugged defender, outstanding at reading the opposition there and then coming up with the steal.
And here's Walker. They could use a bucket. Passes it to Bertans. Just 3 to shoot. Forbes can't get it to go.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, going up against a big run, trying to mount one of your own. I mean, it's exhausting and takes a tremendous amount of energy here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. The Lakers making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. And Beasley drops both of them. Now here's Walker. San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
And let's check out the stats for Rondo. A very nice season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 8 points a game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. Tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
Ingram with the steal. The pass to Caldwell Pope. To the inside. And it's Rondo in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range. Spurs trail by 17. Bellinelli dishes to Walker. Back to Bellinelli. Clock at 6. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that Raptors game, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
And Hart has it in the corner. Cranes the three-pointer. Hart's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He's been a different player since halftime, coming on strong now.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Walker the pass to Pirtle, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio.
Substitution for Spurs, Patty Mills.
The Lakers on D. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Pass to Pirtle. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
fifth team foul.
Here's Bellinelli. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up. C-Webb, when Marco Bellinelli's on the floor, he has one goal. Stretch the floor out for everyone else on offense.
Bellinelli is still a great weapon to bring off the bench in order to give a lineup a little bit more from deep. I mean, he's a great free thrower, and when he gets going, he really gets hot.
Shooting two, gentlemen.
And the first one drops.
Oh, I love the intensity from Bellinelli. So confident. He plays the game with a real panache.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Lakers leading by 18. Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Ingram. And he comes up with the deuce. Ingram's got 14.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. With the floater, and the layup is good. Mills has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Rondo passes to Ingram. High post try. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his sixth rebound on the night. Here's Bertans. He's covered by Ingram. Mills with it. He has 6. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots. And he hits the jump shot. Mills has got 4 points now in the quarter. Lakers leading by 16. It's Ingram on the wing. Ripped away. Bertans kicks to Mills. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's his second personal foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers.
Shooting one.
Free throw good. Mills. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Rondo dishes to Ingram. It's stolen by Bellinelli. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bertans can't get it to go. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Now here's Rondo, covered by Mills. Rondo kicks to Kuzma. 4 on the shot clock. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 7th assist here tonight. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Lakers on top, up by 15. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship? right here. I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer, has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Spurs trail by 15. They've got Bellinelli, Mills out there with Pirtle, and it's Bertsinus in at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol's checked in for Pirtle, and Rudy Gay is subbed in for Walker. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
Here's Gasol. And stolen by Kuzma.
That's just his 1st turnover of the game. He's been making good decisions out there. Well, until that one anyway.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Mills. Six on the shot clock. Gay in the corner, beyond the arc. That shot off, so the Lakers will take it the other way. Caldwell Pope kicks to Beasley, over Gasol. No good off the back of the rim. Spurs trail by 17. Gay outside. Pass to Gasol. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Bellinelli finds Gasol. Back to Bellinelli. Over Caldwell Pope. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Davis Bertans. And then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Beasley. LeBron comes in for Ingram. And Ball subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Rondo bounce pass. Kuzma passes to LeBron. And it's Gay with the rebound. And the Spurs with possession here. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. Aldridge kicks to Gay. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one. James with it. Gay picks him up defensively. LeBron with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
No, he's tearing them to shreds, and I'm sure the only thing they're talking about in this timeout is what to do about him.
The Spurs making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Good on the bucket.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Kuzma passes to James. Kicks the ball. Up top, Kuzma. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Spurs trail by 17. Gay outside. He kicks it to Aldridge. Over Hart. Aldridge, no luck. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now the pass to LeBron. Pass to McGee. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his 4th personal foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee. At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. Count that bucket. And the Lakers lead by 20.
Oh, this is the unselfishness Ball brings to the table, the definition of a pass-first point guard.
Spurs have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Shoots over Kuzma. And Aldridge the basket on the assist by Mills. Mills has got his 8th assist in the game. Lakers leading by 18. Now Ball. Dishes it to James. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Pau Gasol. LeBron signing a 4-year deal with the Lakers. Greg, many speculated it might happen, but it was still a shock to many.
It makes sense from LeBron's standpoint. Son plays in L.A. for high school. LeBron has a lot of business interests as well. And also what's interesting is that when LeBron's contract ends, his son could potentially be coming into the NBA as a rookie.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. Well, LeBron making one of the biggest splashes over the summer, signing with the Lakers, and Greg, it happened pretty fast.
And the Lakers front office have been recruiting LeBron hard. LeBron talked with Kobe about his time with the organization and what to expect before making his decision. Kobe's words seem to be a big factor for LeBron. Once again, the Mamba doing everything he can to help the Lakers.
Last season, C-Web, the league implemented rules for resting starters. Has that had any effect in your opinion so far?
I'm not a big fan of it. I think that this should be something that's held in the locker room, that if you're a player and you're hurt or if you're tired, that you and your coach should be able to talk about it and definitely he manage your body the way that a coach should. But I don't think that this should be something that's just out on the table that I can take a rest day. It's just never been in the game. This is a new precedent. But I do love what the commissioner and the NBA has tried to do is address the issue because it was getting out of hand, resting players, especially on national televised games. If I'm a fan and I'm coming there to watch my favorite player and you're not playing there tonight and I've saved up for these tickets for months, gotten good grades, done everything my dad has said to do, and he's taking me to the game and you don't show up?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a big letdown.
That's sad. Gay outside. On the wing to Rosen. Over Hart. Aldridge trying to break free. Misses off the left iron. Los Angeles leading by 20. Here's Kuzma. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Aldridge finds Gasol. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. 5 to shoot. Pass to Mills. The 3. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Now, there you go. His first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down. Maybe even get him going a little bit.
Passes to McGee. Here's Hart. And it's Ball in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. To the middle. And DeRozan throws it down.
Oh, and Gay is a man of many talents, a sharp passer who puts the team above all else.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Hart. DeRozan defending. James against Gay. Over Gay. LeBron shot is off. Spurs trail by 17. Gay outside. And Gasol now top of the key. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ball. Goes up. And Ball slams it in.
Oh, solid at swiping the ball away. Ball is great at studying his man and anticipating his next move.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Outside Gasol. Back to Gay. Kicks it to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Right side Aldridge. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. They'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Lakers leading by 19. And here is James. The shot's good from McGee.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. And there's the pass to Gasol. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. Bucket is good. 29 points for DeMar DeRozan.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole here.
Lakers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. McGee the pass to Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Spurs trail by 21. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Pass to Gasol. Now here's Mills. 6 on the shot clock. Over LeBron. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 31 points for DeMar DeRozan. James finds McGee. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Aldridge against Kuzma. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Outside Aldridge. Pass to Gasol. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. Gay misses.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Hart. He kicks to LeBron. No good there. Some solid defense from Gay. Outside DeRozan. Passes it to Mills. Three-pointer. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 6th rebound on the night. LeBron James on the wing. The pass to Hart.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Kicks to McGee. LeBron passes to Hart. McGee dishes to LeBron. Over Gay. Rebound San Antonio. Gasol's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. That's good from Gay on the assist by Mills.
Oh, and if you were the defense, you have to be right in the jersey of Gay. A knockdown threat on the catch and shoot.
Ball, the pass to LeBron. Chris, in football, you have the franchise tag. It allows a team to keep a superstar by delaying his free agency. Would that work in the NBA?
I'm not sure if that would work in the NBA. It would be what else would reward this player in the franchise tag? Does it allow freedom for other players to come? I think that we're going to have to address some of these issues as time goes on, especially in a place like Golden State where they have so many great players there. But one of the great things about the NBA is the freedom of movement, and I don't think that we've seen really any teams get hurt too bad by the superstar leaving if they've acknowledged he's going to lead and made a trade for him. It is when that they don't acknowledge, a la Orlando with Shaq, a la a couple of other teams, they don't acknowledge that this guy may leave, that you truly end up with nothing. So I'm not sure about that franchise tag yet, Kev. The NBA's doing great. Players are moving around, and we're going to need some other teams to combat the dominant team overall.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Los Angeles.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for LeBron.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
And, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
Here's Beasley from down in the low post. It goes. And the Lakers lead by 17.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And Stevenson kicks to Rondo. Stevenson against Gay. Here's Zubats, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.